And the second question with yourself, Claire, goes as follows. We have a situation where the landlord informed the tenants within enough time that the house will be repainted. The painters came in as arranged, and the pressure washers were used to clean the old paint from the walls. Tenants are furious because a generator was damaged, and the bucket that was standing outside its windscreen also cracked. The tenants assume this was all due to the work of the painters, and the landlord must now pay for it. Now, the tenants refuse to pay the rent and municipal costs. What is the landlord's application here? Clear? Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, under no circumstances may a tenant withhold rental for any reason. And that is why you have a written lease agreement which sets out the steps that the parties need to take in instances such as this. So this appears to be a damages claim. Now, many lease agreements do in fact indemnify landlords against any liability unless there was a part of gross negligence on the part of the landlord. So that would be dependent on what the provisions of the lease provides. So the fact that the tenants are now opting to withhold rent, in fact, places them in breach of the lease agreement and at risk of cancellation of the lease agreement, should they continue to do so. Again, your tenant should ideally insure belongings. If there is not an indemnity in your lease, potentially there's a claim, but they would have to obviously prove that and make out that claim, and potentially the claim lies against the company itself, or maybe a claim for excess on an insurance claim. Yeah. I don't know, Bruno.
No, absolutely. No, I totally agree with that. And again, just to go back to the insurance aspect there. And for
Are you still there, Claire?
I'm here.
Okay, we lost Bruno for a moment, but I think he's back with us. Yes, Bruno?
Yeah.
No, I think my internet connection is unstable for some reason. Yeah, no, I think the importance of insurance, it kind of digresses from the question, but people underestimate the importance of insurance nowadays, because these type of disputes between tenant and landlord happen all the time. So just on Claire's point, it's not that there's an expectation that there's insurance, but don't expect the landlord's insurance to be paying for things as well, because practically speaking, even if one can prove that it's the landlord's fault that something happened, you've only got a claim. And like Claire said, you don't have an automatic right to set off. So you would actually have to go out and prove your claim and claim these amounts. And landlords, just as tenants, their pockets are very tight. People aren't swimming in money nowadays. So it's just a little thing, especially for agents to think of, is when it comes to tenants, when it comes to landlords, it's not a bad idea to be aware if there are insurance policies over any expensive items that actually get put into the place, just to avoid a fight that now you're standing in the middle of.
100%. Yeah. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That does bring us to the end of today's episode, and we'll see everybody again next week. And thank you guys once again.
Cool. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Cheers.